I have a favor to ask you. If you can, real quick, hit the follow button wherever you're getting this podcast so you'll be notified when I drop a new episode. Also, like, comment, and share because sharing is caring. Thank you. The Conversation Piece podcast can now be found on YouTube. Go to www.youtube.com/@Aquila B. Lynch, AQUILABLINCH. Hello, and welcome back to The Conversation Piece with your host, Aquila. O believers, whoever among you abandon their faith, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will replace them with others who love Him and are loved by Him. They will be humble with the believers, but firm towards the disbelievers, struggling in the way of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, fearing no blame from anyone. This is the favor of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He grants it to whoever He wills, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all bountiful, all knowing. O Noah, come down from the ship with peace from us and blessings on you, and on the people with you, and on some of their offspring. But there will be other people to whom we shall grant their pleasures for a time, but in the end, a painful torment will reach them from us. One of the nations to flourish after Noah alayhi salam's passing was the Ad. This was an ancient Arab tribe who resided in what is now modern-day Yemen. The Ad were described by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the Holy Quran as being renowned for the construction and craftsmanship of tall buildings and lofty towers. The Ad were familiar with the destruction of the civilization that came before them, but they eventually started worshiping idols besides Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Every prophet reminded their people about what happened to the previous civilization that came before them, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala would send a messenger and a prophet from among their own people. Prophet Hud alayhi salam was among the Ad, and sent to his people to remind them about worshiping only one God, the true God, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and not to worship idols which the people create with their own hands. The messengers were always met with the same responses. Surah 11, ayat 50 through 57. To the Ad people, we sent Hud, one of their own brethren. He said, O my people, worship Allah. You have no other God but Him. Your other gods you do nothing but invent. O my people, I do not ask of any reward for this message. My reward is from no one but Him who created me. Will you not understand? And O my people, ask forgiveness of your Lord, and turn to Him in repentance. He will send you the skies pouring abundant rain, and add strength to your strength, and do not turn away guilty. The Ad responded, O Hud, no clear evidence have you brought us, and we are not the ones to desert our gods on your word, nor do we believe you. All that we say is that some of our gods have seized you with evil. He said, I call to Allah to witness, and bear you witness, that I am free from that which you ascribe as partners and worship with Allah, other gods as partners. So scheme your worst against me, all of you, and give me no respite. I put my trust in Allah, my Lord and your Lord. There is not a moving creature, but He has a grasp on His forelock. Verily, it is my Lord that is on a straight path. If you turn away, I have at least conveyed the message from which I was sent to you. My Lord will make another people to succeed you, and you will not harm him in the least, for my Lord has care and watch over all things. The Quran repeatedly warns us as believers, as it repeats giving us warnings about people of old, to serve as reminders and mirrors of what is repeating in today's society. The Ad were a people who enjoyed opulence, and they boasted of their intelligence, their skill, and their strength as a nation. They, like the people before them, the people of Noah alayhi salam, they thought they were untouchable. The Ad also mocked their prophet Hud alayhi salam and called him names. Surah 7, ayat 66 through 68. The leaders of the unbelievers among his people said, "Ah, we see you an imbecile, and we think you're a liar." Hud said, "O my people, I am no imbecile, but I am a messenger from the Lord and cherisher of the worlds. I but fulfill towards you the duties of my Lord's mission. I am to you a sincere and trustworthy advisor." Hud alayhi salam even tried to reason with them and challenge them to recall what happened to Noah's people and how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed them after destroying the civilization before them in the flood. How Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala blessed them with skill, strength, and abundance. Surah 7, ayat 69. Do you wonder that there comes to you a messenger from your Lord through a man of your own people to warn you? Call to remembrance that he made you inheritors after the people of Noah, and gave you stature tall among the nations. Call to remembrance the benefits you have received from Allah, that you may prosper. The response? Surah 7, ayat 70. They said, "Have you come to us that we should worship Allah alone and leave what our fathers have worshipped? Then bring us what you promise us with, if you should be of the truthful." The Ad were arrogant. They boasted, "There is no one stronger than us." They told Hud alayhi salam to bring on the punishment. Surah 41, ayat 15. As for Ad, they were arrogant upon the earth, without rights, and said, "Who is greater than us in strength?" Did they not consider that Allah, who created them, was greater than them in strength? But they were rejecting our signs. Hud alayhi salam stated to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bear witness and his people to bear witness that he was free from associating gods with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Surah 11:54. I call Allah to witness, and do you bear witness, that I am free from the sin of ascribing partners to Allah. The Ad challenged Hud alayhi salam to bring on the punishment. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is all-wise, the all-knowing, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can bring about a punishment in a way you cannot see coming. The Ad were used to abundance and opulence. They were not used to trials, and so they found themselves in a season of drought. They would go to their idols and pray for rain. Their crops were being affected. One day, they spotted a huge cloud approaching, and they thought it was rain coming to relieve them of the drought. But no, it was a punishment that they beckoned to bring upon themselves. Surah 46, ayat 24 through 25. And when they saw it as a cloud approaching their valleys, they said, "This is a cloud bringing us rain." No, it is a calamity you are asking to be hastened. A wind wherewith is a grievous penalty. Everything will it destroy by the command of its Lord. Then by the morning, nothing was seen but the ruins of their houses. Thus do we recompense those given to sin. The punishment lasted for 8 days and 7 nights. The Ad were the most powerful nation at one point on earth, and nothing but ruins remains of them. Their stories are left behind for a reason. The Creator of the heavens and the earth does not take kindly of you playing in his face. Surah 69, ayat 6 through 7. And the Ad, they were destroyed by a furious wind, exceedingly violent. He made it rage against them for 7 nights and 8 days in succession, so that you could see the whole people lying prostrate in its path, as they had been roots of hollow palm trees tumbled down. We have many odd nations among us, and the disbelievers are louder than the believers in their opulence, their arrogance, their ignorance, their greed, their hatred. And now we have AI to contend with, spreading misinformation and disinformation at alarming rates. We as believers strive to not get caught up in a rat race of materialism. It will lead you straight to hell. Surah 102. The mutual rivalry for piling up the good things of this world diverts you from the more serious things until you visit the graves. No, you shall soon know the reality. Again, you shall soon know. No, were you to know a certainty of mind, you would beware. You will see hellfire. Again, you shall see it with certainty of sight. Then shall you be questioned that day about the joy you indulged in. Surah 30, Ayat 42. Travel through the earth and see what was the end of those before you. Most of them worship others besides Allah. Shaitan is busy influencing mankind to forget about their creator, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We must be striving with our all to withstand Shaitan, the rejected enemy. In these times, I know it seems overwhelming, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is always there with us as long as we believe in him. Surah 31, Ayat 22. Whoever fully submits themselves to Allah and is a good doer, they have certainly grasped the firmest handhold, and with Allah rest the outcomes of all affairs. On the next episode, the Ad were replaced by the Thamud, and the messenger sent among them, Prophet Salih, alayhi salam. Thank you again for tuning in to another episode of the Conversation Piece podcast. I am your humble host, Akila, requesting that you join me again. So, until then, be safe, love and value yourself so that you can love and value others. I bid you adieu with the greeting, Assalamu alaikum, peace be with you. Hello. I recently found out that I have been featured in Feedspot's Top 10 Black Muslim podcast. I'm currently at number 3. I am so humbled and grateful and I'm at a loss for words. I can't even tell you what this means to me, to know that this humble podcast is, inshallah, going to grow and it's reaching people around the world. Once again, thank you, Feedspot, for this honor. And I also want to thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for the gifts that he has bestowed upon me. Allahu Akbar.